Look at this place. So I'm in, I guess you could say, the center part of Norway here. Probably a few hours from Oslo. And this is an old farming village here. There's about 27 buildings here. And the area dates back to even pre-Christian times, like 300 AC or something like that. I don't know how old these buildings are, but they are in basically arrested decay, which means they've been fixed up a little bit and preserved, and they're just here to show what life was like throughout the years. It's a pretty amazing spot. So this old village was called Otternes. It's one of the biggest and best preserved farm clusters in West Norway. This little village is 27 buildings. It's a dwelling house, a barn, food store, old-fashioned kitchen. There's a little town off that way too. You can see a cruise ship that comes into port. It's kind of neat. It's like in a way, it's kind of an active area. There's a whole garden here. Obviously, somebody lives here and tends to it. And looks like they put sheep wool in the garden. Why, I don't know. It's all sheep wool. Wow. Look at these steps. I don't know what that was. Maybe a well? Don't know. All right, well, there is some sort of, restoration that goes on, I guess, here. This one looks like it was really in bad shape. So looks like everything is cut and tools that are used, everything is pretty much what it was to some time period. What does this look like in here? Yeah, so it looks like this is open sometimes, or you can go in and check it out. Outhouse. That's interesting because it's connected. I don't know if this is a barn or a house, but if it was a house, that's actually a Pretty ingenious idea to have the outhouse connected or right next to your home, so you wouldn't have to go so far. Remember that joke of book titles? 50 Yards to the Outhouse, written by Will E. Make It. Will E. Make It. No, this looks like a barn. Oh yeah. Nobody's in there anymore. There's always sheep around, but they're around here somewhere because you can hear them once in a while. Every once in a while, you know, sometimes there's one with a bell on. So you hear them jingling away as you're walking around. And there's sheep droppings all over the place. Although actually, yeah, there's no sheep in here per se because this is an electrified fence, but man, look how old this is. They might still, I don't know if this is still used. I guess not. It really smells like it though. I guess that smell never really goes away. And you know, as old as this village is said to be, you know, obviously these, wow, look at this. How amazing is that? Probably no, there's a little bit of cement here, but that's awesome. Wow, yeah. Pretty ingenious. Like, so the water doesn't go on this foundation, on these rocks too much. They have the wood to push the water off. Man, that is awesome. Look at this door. The frame is pretty much just a nice solid beam here. Looks like it was cut with, what do they call that? An adze? I think that tool is called an adze. Yeah, I suspect the foundations are probably very old. You know, possibly 1,000 years old or something like that. Who knows? Beds. Huh. This is probably my favorite building here because it's elevated, which is kind of nice. Gives you some storage, maybe a little warmer in the wintertime. And then this door is so short. It's only like maybe 35 inches or so. And look at this lock and these hinges. I think it's probably locked. Yeah, everything's pretty much locked around here, but it's pretty awesome how they constructed this. So these things aren't being restored. They're basically what they call arrested decay. I come across this sometimes where things are made sure that it doesn't get any worse. It doesn't, you know, they're not going to be restored, but hopefully it won't rot away and disappear. So that's kind of the state that it's at, which I think is pretty interesting. All right, we're going to keep rolling through the countryside here. Okay. And hopefully we see a couple more of these, because it's amazing. The history of it is incredible, and it's beautiful. Look at the setting here. Heading, I don't know where, wherever it looks interesting. So stay tuned. See you in the next video.